right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the world of Facebook ads. We're going to break down the exact system that decides which ads you see and how you can actually use that same structure for your own projects. You know the feeling, right? You're scrolling through your feed, minding your own business, and then, bam, there it is, an ad for something you were just talking about. Is it some kind of dark magic? Nope, not at all. It's a very specific, very logical structure, and we're going to walk through exactly how it works.
Okay, so before you even think about spending a single dollar on ads, you have to get the foundation right. Let's start with the very first, most critical step, setting up your official presence on the platform. First things first, we need to get one thing straight. A Facebook profile, that's for you, the person, is for connecting with your friends, your family. A Facebook page, though, that's totally different. That's your public storefront for businesses, brands, or creators. It's your professional identity.
And let me be super clear about this. There are zero exceptions here. If you're gonna run ads, you absolutely, positively must have a Facebook business page. Think of it like this. Your page is the author of your ad. It's the name and face that shows up right at the top of everything you promote.
Okay, let's get into the good stuff. The entire ads manager can look seriously intimidating, right? It's a maze of buttons and options. But here's the secret. It's all built on one simple logical framework. Once you get this three-level structure, I promise, everything else just clicks into place. And here it is. Campaign, ad set, and ad. That's it. The campaign is your why. What's your main goal? The ad set is your who and where. Who are you trying to reach? And finally, the ad is your what, the actual creative people see. Every single ad on Facebook follows this exact hierarchy.
You know, here's a really great way to picture it. Just think of a big filing cabinet. That whole cabinet is your campaign. Now, inside you've got different drawers, right? Those are your ad sets, where you organize different audiences. And then inside each drawer are the actual files. Those are your individual ads.
So let's break this down, starting right at the very top with the campaign. The first thing Facebook ever asks you to do is answer one really basic question.
What is your primary goal? What are you actually trying to achieve here? When you choose an objective, you're basically giving Facebook's algorithm its marching orders. You're telling it what a win looks like, so it can go out and find the people who are most likely to help you get that win.
For instance, if you just want to get your brand name out there, you'd probably pick awareness. If you need people to actually visit your website, you'll choose traffic. And if you have an online store, well, your goal is pretty simple, sales. Each one of these tells the system to optimize for a totally different kind of result.
So we've got our why locked in. Now we move down a level to the who and the where. This is the ad set level. And honestly, this is where you get to play detective and build your perfect audience.
This is where the real power is. I mean, of course, you can target by location and the basic demographics, but the cool part is targeting based on interests, things people have actually shown they like, and even their online behaviors, like whether there's someone who shops online a lot.
And you can get even more specific. You can start layering these options. So you don't have to just target people who are interested in shoes. You can narrow that way down and say, show this ad to people who are interested in shoes and are also interested in formal wear. See? Now your ad for fancy dress shoes is finding exactly the right person. Oh, and this level is also where you handle all the logistics, the nuts and bolts. You set your budget here, you schedule when your ads will run, and you pick your placements. You know, deciding if the ad will show up in the Facebook feed or in Instagram stories or in Messenger. You're in control.
All right, we've set our goal. We've targeted our perfect audience. Now we're at the final level, creating the ad itself. This is the actual thing that people are going to see and hopefully click on.
Every ad you see has three core parts. First, there's the creative. That's your eye-catching image or video. Second, you've got the ad copy, the text, the headline, your main message. And third, that all-important call to action button, the thing that tells people what to do next, like shop now or learn more.
You've got to remember, you're competing for attention in a really crowded space. A great ad combines a visual that literally stops someone's thumb from scrolling with words that connect with a need or a problem they have. That's what makes them want to take that next step.
And now for the final stage. You've built your campaign, you've defined your audience, you've crafted your ad, you hit that publish button, but the work isn't over, not by a long shot. In fact, maybe the most important part is just getting started.
So once you publish, your ad goes into a quick review just to make sure you're following the rules. Then, boom, it becomes active and starts reaching people. This is when your job switches to analysis mode. You start watching the data roll in to see what's actually working and what's not. And this right here, this is really the key takeaway. Reaching a ton of people is great, but the platform's real power is in what you learn from the data you get back. That data tells you everything: which image got more clicks, which headline really connected, and which audience is buying your stuff.
This is why running ads isn't some set it and forget it kind of thing. It's a constant loop. You launch something, you learn from the data, and then you use those insights to make your next ad even better than the last one. Your best ad is always the one you haven't made yet.
So there you have it. That's the blueprint. The structure itself is pretty simple, but the possibilities are pretty much endless, which leaves us with one final question. Once your ad is live and the data starts coming in, what are you going to test first to make it even better? The headline, the image, the audience? Because in this game, the learning never, ever stops.